What's up guys, Conrad here with another video, and today I'm keeping things a bit more amateur, so without the music, without the editing, just to make it easier on myself. So today's topic is invasive male cosmetic surgery, or looksmaxing surgery. So this idea that a man needs to optimize his looks, in order to gain the greatest advantage out there in the dating market or with apps or in person, whatever it is. And some of these cosmetic procedures can be a bit extreme. They might go a bit too far and be very invasive to one's health, to one's bank account. And sometimes it's good to question, is it worth the risk? So there's all kinds of things a guy can do to improve his appearance. The simplest one, probably the cheapest one, depending on how you spend, is the fashion, of course. The clothes you wear, make sure it complements your body shape and skin tone and your style, whatever. Just get a good style. That's the first step before doing any kind of extensive procedure, life-altering procedure. So first one we got is teeth. Specifically, straighten your teeth, going to legitimate orthodontics, nothing wrong with that. Or getting your teeth whitened. Also, that can be a good procedure to do. I suppose I could benefit from some of these procedures I'm going to be talking about. The question is, will I want to get them? I'm not sure, but yeah, teeth whitening can be good as long as you don't overdo it. You don't want to look like Ross from Friends, like whoosh, this bright Hollywood smile. You want to make it natural. You want to make it seem like, I was just born this way. I brush my teeth, bro, and I don't smoke. What about you? Oh, you don't smoke either? You don't drink coffee? Oh, well, I guess it's just genetics, dude. I don't know what to tell. Yeah, make sure it's not artificial looking. So yeah, that's probably the first step, I guess. Then we go to the more invasive procedures. So next we got hair transplants. So these can be hit and miss, but the results can be very good depending where you get them, I suppose. Depends on the surgeon, depends on how much you're willing to pay for an authentic quality procedure, or someone's back garage. So, oh yeah, bro, I'll do a hair transplant. Yeah, I tried it on my friend, and yeah, he was okay with it. So yeah, there's different levels to this, obviously. I see a lot of people going to Turkey to get their hair transplants because, well, they got a good price there, and I suppose it's quite popular there. Would I get one? I mean, I suppose I could, but would I want to? Not yet, not really. I don't know. I'm still on the fence about that kind of thing because it is a big decision for a lot of people. Something you have to, you got to take a leap of faith. Basically, is it you get the procedure? Is it gonna come out the way I hoped? You don't know until you go all in. Pay however few thousand you got to do and stick it out with the procedure. So yeah, they would take a strip from the back of your head and individually put the follicles back to the front of your head, and improving the hairline. But something about this whole procedure, I mean, yes, it's painful. It's very intrusive, archaic, just very. Just the idea that you're messing with nature. I'd say the first solution is try and be happy with your God-given body naturally, and be comfortable with yourself. But for some people that's not going to be enough. They're going to say, no, I'm going to do something about it. It's my choice, and the hell with what people think. Fair enough. So the thing about the results of these hair transplants really vary. I mean, sometimes I can see transplant done on someone and it's like, oh wow, that's well, ideally you shouldn't even know that they've even had work done, but ideally it should look thick, look natural, because obviously there's a lot of transplants that look unnatural, and something about it looks very, very plucky, the hair's obviously being inserted there and just doesn't look, have maybe just the thickness looks a bit off in comparison to the rest of the hair, and how that individual's hair should naturally be. Should it be fine? Should it be thick? So there's a lot of things to take into account. Um, the worst ones I've seen is like, the guy would have a big scar on the back of his head, and like just a few real flaky bits of hair on the front, and it's just like, oh, you should just shave it, man. It probably wasn't worth it in the end. So that's one of the things. I mean, the whole procedure does look quite painful, very complicated, quite bloody. A lot of maintenance that needs to be upheld, and you got to do a lot of work yourself. It's not just the surgeons, not even a one and done job. I mean, there's like several. If you want to improve the way it looks, you're gonna get another procedure, maybe 3 more procedures, and then you could be done. And it's not like it cures the issue of hair loss, but more like it masks the problem. At least that's the impression I get. But other people might have something else to say about that, and a different opinion, of course. So I'm kind of 50-50. I'm not saying, do your research and really take the time to think about it. If it's something you really need to get done, it's worth, yeah. Now, what's the next one we got? Oh, Botox, filler, just facelifts. I mean, that's for the older gentlemen, but I don't think it's particularly masculine to want to really smoothen out the wrinkles to that extent. The Hollywood stars, the older ones, that look really young. You probably question, well, maybe they got something done, so they had the best surgeons there. So yeah, I'm not 100% against those either. More like 20% hesitance. Of course, it's just the ones that you can tell which are really overdone, like when the face is kind of, you can't even move, you can't even smile, and it just looks like a clown face. You don't really want that. Yeah, I mean, I guess a guy shouldn't be that concerned whether he has wrinkles or not as he ages. In fact, it's probably more masculine to have more of a roughed up face if you like do boxing training. You took a few hits and your face looks more experienced, mature, seasoned. Seasoned is the word. Obviously not too much. You don't want a messed up face, but like when it's too pretty, then it's maybe not the best way to go for a masculine guy, let's say. It's hard to talk off the cuff because I don't want to end up saying something stupid and like having to correct myself all the time. So this is all one take. So yeah, forgive me here. What else have we got? Oh, implants. I'm not talking about implants for women, but for men. And what's the equivalent? That's muscle implants. So on your arms, ab implants, chest implants, shoulder implants. There's one guy, Justin Jedlicka. He's like the most alterated guy. Like he has a lot of those kinds of surgeries, which are just implants of muscles, and it's like a Ken doll. Oh, I think he calls himself the most enhanced guy, or something along those lines. Not steroids, but purely silicone or something to that effect. And it wouldn't. Well, he would look muscular, I suppose. It imitates the shape of, a well-developed physique without being real. Obviously, this is not something I recommend. Very intrusive. At least, not worth it, in my opinion. Just go to the gym. I mean, there's just so many more benefits to that, to your mental health, to your overall health, and to your physique, and teaches you discipline. Just go every day and get it the proper way. Do it the real way. And, of course, the nutrition that comes with it. But if you could just, put ab implants and, bicep implants, just just get it done like that. It just, just not the way. It just doesn't feel authentic. And I think most people can sort of tell, what is his arm actually enhanced? What is It's not steroids for sure, but it just doesn't, no definition, no real definition. I suppose if you actually feel silicone implant arm, you're gonna, feel the unnaturalness to that. So yeah, not the way to go, in my opinion. I mean, I'm sure there are going to be people out there who's going to take every single procedure I mentioned and be perfectly happy. Uh, but I wouldn't. I would think twice before getting any of these procedures. Just do the research. And the last one I want to talk about, I suppose maybe it's the most controversial. I think it's quite a recent procedure. There's a limb lengthening, height surgery, where they basically, make fractures in the shin bone, the tibia, and put a metal rod in there, sort of break the bone, and extend it somehow, and then the bone tissue will kind of heal itself, and over time, the procedures were very painful. Apparently, maybe 3 months of recovery, and there's no guarantee whether. Well, I think this is quite a relatively new thing, so who knows what the long-term effects are going to be. So you just broken your legs and like extended them, covered them up. The bone's going to naturally try re-heal itself around that area, and it just doesn't. I just can't see it lasting a long time. At least not. It's probably going to be some problems years down the line. Maybe not, but it's just one of those things. It takes a special kind of person to be like, yeah, I want to be taller, man. So break my legs and do what you got to do, and I'll deal with the consequences later. I'll deal with the pain. Yes, maybe I won't be able to run properly in a few years' time, but who cares? I need to be 6'1". These dating apps, how these ladies will be nowadays. They need a guy who's 6 foot, 6'1". So I guess I got to be 6'1", but I'm 5'10". Oh shit, what am I gonna do? Yeah, break that bitch off, and put the rod there. It will heal itself. Put whatever shit you need to in between just to stick my leg together, and yeah, I'll be on my way soon on crutches. But it'll be worth it in the end, man. Of course, I'm speaking sort of sarcastically. But yeah, these are, desperate times for some guys to be like, you know what, I think it'll be worth it. The pain of being shorter is not worth it. I'll do this procedure. I guess we'll just have to see with the people who have done the procedure what it's like years down the line. Are they still able to walk, or can they walk still the same like they did before the procedure? We have to wait and see. And sometimes it's just a sad state of affairs. Just like people got to do whatever it takes to to meet society's beauty standards, so to say. And the same goes for women as well. It gets all these things, these pressures get to people's head, and then they'll do anything it takes. Even if it means damaging themselves in order to improve how they look later on. Not necessarily improve their body in a healthy way, but kind of something's got to be broken in order to fix it, in order to make it aesthetically look better. But I think the real key here is try and work on self-acceptance, self-love, and just go through life being the best version of yourself. And so with that being said, hopefully you found this video thought-provoking. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.